This is Point-Counterpoint with Edward Hunslick, Richard Wagner, and Robert Schumann.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Edward Hunslick. During the last couple of years, there's been a substantial debate on whether or not program music is a good idea. That's the subject of today's Point-Counterpoint. Today, we have my dear friends, Robert Schumann. Greetings. And Richard Wagner.
Guten Tag.
Robert and I will be representing the point that program music is an atrocity, and Richard over there will be tackling the counterpoint that somehow program music is the wave of the future. We're going to start off today with my dear friend Robert, as he tells us why program music is actually the worst.
Thank you, Edward, so much. It's good being with my good friend here today, and to be honest, Edward, my friend, did you know times have changed? I did. Do you know times have changed?
No, they haven't changed.
What do you mean? I think they have changed. Well, recently, times have changed, obviously. I have definitely changed. Struggling with a bit of brain issues.
A couple more things.
So anyway, I used to be an advocate for program music. But as I said, times have changed, music has changed, and I have changed. So therefore, I am no longer in the program scene. My piano piece, my beloved piano piece, very well. It has its moments
It's a beautiful
of
piece.
improvisation. Thank you.
It was glorious.
Thank you.
It was a beautiful piece, but you're supposed to be on my side of the point, dear.
Right.
Just can't make up his mind.
Why did you decide that this new wave was a terrible, terrible decision and move back to the glorious thought that is the abolishment of program music?
Well, it's because I believe that emotions were, but then I understood that improvisation was key to creating better music.
Very, very nice. Very, very nice point.
Yes.
So your point
Yes.
is that there is no emotion involved.
None.
None. No emotion. It's really just improvisation, whatever you decide to throw on the page.
Right.
All right. That's your point. Richard, my dear,
Wagner.
your counterpoint.
Was not even a point to make. That is just utter nonsense.
Here we go.
Music conveys emotions. It conveys a story. And I write those. I write glorious music dramas. They're just filled with wonderful emotions, love stories, tragedies, and just everything and more. And it's just glorious. Tristan and Isola, just a wonderful love, tragedy, death, all in one music drama. Music has emotions, and I want listeners to know what emotions they're supposed to know. I want them to know the story. I want them to know what I'm feeling.
But you can't force people to feel emotions
Why not?
because we're not. You can't. You can't do that. Everyone is going to interpret music differently.
I agree.
I know they're going to interpret it differently, but that's why I write the programs, just so they know what's going on and they know how to feel the way I feel.
No, that's not. You don't want. That takes away from music. Music, and absolute music, is about the form and the structure, not about making people feel things. It invokes a certain amount of emotion, but it doesn't make the emotion. Music in and of itself is not emotion. Don't you agree?
Agreed. I must take on my brain pills.
The music and the drama equally create these wonderful emotions. And that's why I have a program, just so the audience knows. They know what to listen for. They know my story. That's why I built the Festspielhaus. That's why Ludwig II helped me create all my dreams. He listened to my music.
That's not why.
What do you mean?
We all know why the crazy king was so enamored with you. Which
Because he
is-
likes the music dramas.
no, you know,
That's why he helped
not
fund
all
my
he
best
liked.
Spielhaus.
It's not all he liked.
Rumor has it, my friend.
We need to be polite in front of,
The other.
everyone.
No, what are you going to say?
No.
What are you trying to say?
No, it's fine. Back to the point.
What a slut!
So back to the point.
Or back to the counterpoint.
My point to your counterpoint being that this new future wave of clumsiness, we'll call it, it hasn't really, how do you explain the wonderful success of people like Mozart? They didn't have this new idea. Are you telling me that they're doing music wrong?
Well, there's a reason why Mozart died when he was 39.
What does Brahms have to say about this?
Oh,
Oh,
my
Brahms.
dear friend Brahms. He has the most wonderful brain. Much, much, much better than yours.
Poor robot.
But I
Listen to him.
think that's quite nonsense. My brain is magnificent.
How's your wife?
My darling, dearest Clara, well, she takes real good care. She takes real good care.
My
Because
debate
your
teachers.
mental stability
My-
is so weak.
My dear debate teacher.
But she
from my
likes my
time
mental
at,
instability.
at law school is turning in his grave at this debate.
There's no point. I don't know why I have to make a counterpoint when all we do is just feud. I have so many amazing music dramas. I have the Ring Cycle, which I can go on for hours and hours and
But please
hours.
don't,
Just
because
like
I'm...
Valkyrie,
Everyone
Parsifal,
snoozed during the
Glowing
performance.
Bird, they tell
It's
wonderful
so
stories.
obnoxious.
I
You
am
can read about my critiques.
You guys are not helping my
I wrote
mental
a
health
whole book
at all, period.
You wrote a whole
on
book.
beautiful
I am-
music. So many people read it.
Yeah, but they don't listen to your stuff
It's
because
on
you
the
haven't written
syllabus.
anything.
It's on the syllabus for my
Quiet, you two. I'm bread up with the both of you. I just need some peace and quiet. You're
You
not
know-
helping my mental health.
You know what? I think this this bread is a good time to wrap up an endless discussion, and it has been a wonderful night. It's been a wonderful chance to see you men again, gentlemen.
Likewise, my
Gentlemen,
friend, my
yes,
friend, my
yes.
friend,
This
like-
gentleman, we'll just wrap this up real
Likewise.
quickly.
Oh,
It's been
likewise,
oh
my friends.
dear, it's been a great time, and it has been Point Counterpoint. Good night.
Good night.
Why am I talking like this? I don't know.
Doctor, my friend, you make good music, son. But your bread is trash.
I watched that.
This bread is stale. Like,
I mean,
on the beautiful music.
This is terrible.
the only good part about this bread is the crunchy part. The
Yeah.
outside, just like your music, beautiful on the outside, really nice to listen to. The inside, where you shove people's ideas, where you shove your own ideas into other people's brains, that's the part that's not very tasty.
3 hours later.
Why you always lying? Oh my god.
Why am I eating this? This is a down, at least for me.
I'm actually...
My face is a red cherry tomato. While you're talking, you should just take your ash off.
Bitch.
Sarah, why does your face look like you have a third-degree burn? Well, you see.
Damn.
Hold on, I need you to pause.
There
I need
has
you to
been-
pause.
Your eyebrows
We're
go!
done here.
Sorry, okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Edward Hanslick, and I'm joined today. I can't. I'm so sorry. Yes, program music or, dear God, no.
It's overwhelming, it's much too strong. Can I lay by your side next to you, and make sure you're alright? Care of you and Don't wanna be here if I can't be with you tonight.